Oh, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Played the wrong intro. Is I don't usually stream on Ashley's thing, so I be getting confused with the intros and such. Got like multiple different intros and whatnot. But what's good, everybody? Ashley's out right now. I'm gonna be covering just for like once a week until she gets back. That's it. But we're going to talk about some MCU content today. MCU content. We're going to talk about two things. The first one is obviously MCU related. The second is about the upcoming Madam Web movie and new news that is associated with that. What's up, Tony? So first things first, let's get She-Hulk out the way. You know, they got some new footage and stuff, and we're going to look at this new footage of She-Hulk. Now, the first piece of new footage we see is showing something interesting. A potential, appearance. I've seen people talking about this, theorizing. I have my own theory about it. But let's look at the first bit of new footage from She-Hulk. How you doing, Tony Tone? How you doing? How you doing? Give me a minute. Let me bring it up. All right, let's go. So this is the first footage that came out, some extra footage that came out from She-Hulk. None of this is spoilers, guys. Let me make this clear. That, these are just promotional clips that they released to get people to watch the show and whatnot. I think they should do this more often, especially for these shows. I noticed they didn't do this for like Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Moon Knight, Miss Marvel. I don't think they did this for Miss Marvel. I think they did it for WandaVision. I'm not sure, but now they're starting to do more of this like promotion, showing more scenes and clips from it. You know how TV works. But let's go ahead and look at this new clip.
So, back to what I was saying before, my theory.
Oh, God.
Steve Rogers did not have a girlfriend before he went into the service.
Says who?
The History Channel. So he becomes Captain America, and from that moment on, a symbol of America, he is rushed to the front
I don't think
lines
Cap gave that much detail about his life.
Then he is frozen in ice.
Right.
So, based on everything you've told me, after he gets unfrozen, he goes from world-threatening disaster to world-threatening disaster. That's when he's not a fugitive from the law, right? So it seems like he was pretty busy.
I want to say he was that busy. I mean, definitely from from Civil War to Endgame. Yeah, that's probably the most busiest he's been. He had that 5-year little downtime and stuff. Everybody was sad and shit. Half the world got snapped. But he still had downtime in between, stuff. But when stuff started really ramping up and being so close to each other was when Civil War came. Yeah, Civil War, those 2 years you're on the run, and then you had Infinity War right after, and then Thanos snaps half the universe, and then after those 5 years, you got to go into a war. While that's a big gap between 5 years, but that's more hectic than his time coming back from Avengers to Civil War. So she kind of has a point just a little bit. I mean, we can't confirm if Cap's a virgin or not. I think he's a virgin personally. What up, Tony? Yeah, Tony, I think he only clapped Peggy's cheeks when he went back in time. When he went to the other timeline, where I think that's the only time he clapped Peggy's cheeks. That's what I think. Maybe him and Peggy did get a chance to do it, but what it seems like from First Avenger, all they did was kiss each other. They didn't even get to a first date. So I don't think they really, did anything, do the nasty.
All you're doing is repeating everything that I've already told you about my friend and colleague.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin.
So this is this is what I wanted to talk about. So this is the ship from Sakaar, the planet in Thor Ragnarok, which is supposed to be part of the Planet Hulk storyline, where Hulk goes to fight the Red King and he takes over and becomes king. And then the ship blows up and he ends up becoming World War Hulk. He goes on a rampage to Earth and all that. So Thor Ragnarok, pretty much introduced us to Sakaar. but they heavily changed the car. They heavily changed it, heavily. But this ship just randomly pops up out of nowhere, and this is before she becomes She-Hulk. So she's not She-Hulk yet. This is before she becomes She-Hulk, and this out of accident just happens where she's gonna fall into the ditch and end up getting her abilities or whatever. But people are theorizing that it's Scar inside of it, Hulk's son. But I'm looking at it like this. I don't. In the comics, Scar ages kind of quick, but Hulk only been on that planet for like 3 years, and I doubt he really met someone meaningful to have like a sexual relationship with, like Kyra from the comics. I doubt he did. It doesn't seem like he had a girlfriend or had any type of flings going on. It just seems like he was just chilling inside of his little, little tower, had food and shit, just chilling and going out fighting people. So, maybe that could be Scar, Hulk's son from the comics, but I doubt it. I think it's just somebody else, but that's what people are theorizing. I doubt it is, because he was only on that planet for 3 years, and then after he was on the planet for 3 years, then Infinity War happened right after Thor Ragnarok, and then in Endgame, Endgame happened. So Scar wouldn't be that old, right? He wouldn't be that old. If this is Scar, he's probably like fucking 5 or whatever right now. So I don't even think it's Scar. I think it's just somebody else from the planet, maybe trying to bring Hulk back and like, yo, we need our champion again. We need you to fight in our gladiator pitch or whatever, or someone asking for assistance. Question, they just teased World War Hulk in that clip. Maybe they did. I don't know if they're gonna do that storyline or not. That's rumored. I don't see how you could do it because they kind of twisted the storyline. It's not the Red King on the planet. It's actually the Grand Master. So at this point, if they try to do World War Hulk, they will be working backwards with the story. Like, they'll be doing it backwards. It's gonna be a very backwards way of doing it. I understand they don't have all the rights to Hulk to do what they need to do, but they did not need to use Thor Ragnarok in that way to where they take Hulk's, story like that, which is being on Sakaar playing Hulk, a very big story for Hulk, probably one of its best ones, and kind of just use elements of it. Because when they do it now, I mean, the reason he's on that planet is because the Illuminati deems Hulk a threat. They send him off somewhere. He gets trapped on this planet. He's fighting in the gladiator pits, and he has to, fight his way out. And kind of almost in a way, he starts a rebellion and shit, and becomes a king. But it's someone from Sakaar. We don't know who. I do not think it's his son Scar, because I don't think he's that old yet. But if they are teasing a World War Hulk, just know they're going to do it in a very backwards way. But that's someone from Sakaar.
Was it virgin?
It's just funny to me that Hulk didn't Hulk didn't want to come out and help out Bruce. Said, you on your own, bruh. You on your own. And in this clip, his arm is still messed up for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, it should have been healed. It seems the damages affect his human form too. The Hulk powers is definitely suppressed. I believe what Hulk is doing, he's purposely suppressing abilities, or Bruce did something to piss off Hulk so much that he capped the powers. Like he in doing what he did, yes, he gains control over the body and some of Hulk's powers, but I think the part of Hulk that he's forcibly hiding away, I don't think him and Hulk came to an agreement at all. It's pretty obvious because Bruce is the one running the body, and he looks like Hulk. So what I think is happening is that Bruce locked away the Hulk. He lied to the Avengers that me and the Hulk work together. Nah, I think he found a way to lock the Hulk away inside of his conscious, inside of his body, and keep him suppressed. And Hulk is also suppressing things just to, piss off Bruce, just to show that, you're locked. Why'd you lock me away? All this stuff. So you could do something with that. Might be a way to get Savage Hulk back, but that's what I hope is the case and stuff. And that Hulk was actually being petty all these years and go like, man, fuck you, Bruce. Why you hiding me away, bruh? Hulk's so trash now. Goldar will serve him up. Hey, that Goldar from that Power Rangers 2017 movie would serve him up. That golden Goldar, he'll serve Hulk's ass up. That one will. Oh, and so will Mighty Morphin Goldar. He'll serve his ass up too. Give him that work. I want Hulk to break out and become Monster Hulk again. Yeah, that's what I want. And if they're setting it up to where Hulk is locked away, which I've been theorizing for the longest, and the best way to fix it, Hulk's been locked up. Bruce lied about their relationship and that they didn't work together. And he did some manipulative stuff to keep Hulk tucked away so he can run it. And now Hulk is, pushing back, taking away the healing powers, suppressing it. But as I see in the She-Hulk show, his arm is working again. It's not in the cast. But in this scene, he's wearing a cast and stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen. Or that's if they're going to gloss over stuff and retcon things, and act like his arm isn't really messed up like it is and just gloss over it. But yeah, that's pretty much that She-Hulk clip. There's another one that came out with Abomination. They finally showed Abomination's voice. Man, y'all. Personally, not a huge fan of this new voice. And I'll show you guys why. So this is a 5-second clip of Abomination. A little bit more of a look into Abomination. What he looks like. They show his full design. We saw a full look at him in Shang-Chi while it was very, very brief. But this is our new Abomination. Get ready to hear what this man sound like.
Calm down. She-Hulk attorney at law.
Change back now! In there!
Calm down. She-Hulk attorney at law.
Change back now! In there!
Calm down. She-Hulk.
Calm down. Someone said he do sound like Korg. If we go back to Incredible Hulk, let me bring that up real quick. Y'all, I'll just let y'all know this. He sounded like a beast in Incredible Hulk. He sounded scary. I understand this is a comedy show. I totally understand that, but they just straight up changed this man's voice and stuff. That's not even the same voice he had in Incredible Hulk. You don't deserve this power. Give me a minute, guys. Let me bring up the scene.
Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy Z.
Any last words? Hulk smash! All right, you guys, I'm about to bring it up now. I think the Hulk movie is on HBO Max right now. If y'all want to go watch it, Incredible Hulk is on HBO Max. Let me get to the scene where he pins him to the wall. Right here.
You don't deserve this power. Now watch your death.
Yeah, they really butchered that voice. He sound like a wimp. He sound like I'm sorry, y'all. He sound like a wimp. I ain't trying to be no he sound like a wimp, bruh. This is new voice.
Attorney at law.
Change back now! In there!
Calm down.
Calm down. All right, now let's listen to a good voice. This nigga sounds scary right here, actually.
You don't deserve this power. Now watch your death.
No! Bruh, that nigga he sounds scary right here. He don't sound like scary, but he sound vicious. you know, if I was standing next to him and he talked to me like this, he might make me piss myself because that shit sounds scary as shit. He big as shit and he talk like he big as shit. That motherfucker's scary. But this dude right here, I mean, look, yes, his design is a lot more comic accurate. Yes, you know, it's slightly a good thing. But damn, he sound goofy, bruh. Sound goofy. I think they wanted to just allow him to have the actor have his British accent, but this doesn't even match up with his current voice. Like, did he mutate so much that his voice got softer? He mutated so much that he got softer, bruh. 2008 Hulk underrated. Yeah, it's honestly, to me, it is one of the few it is an underrated MCU movie now. Like, the movie is not even like bad. Sure, it's okay. It ain't bad. I would say it's a better story than the Incredible Hulk, the Hulk 2003 movie. Even though 2003 Hulk is a better Hulk overall, but I still think that's a very underrated movie. Still, that's an underrated MCU movie. It's better than Captain Marvel. It's better than Eternals. Kiddo, we all know Jennifer likes to get them cheese clapped like a trap beat. Man, hey, I'm full in with Jennifer, bro. She looked good in this show. CGI did improve a lot in cheeks. Both of them cheeks. The face cheeks, the booty cheeks, the dress. She looked good. I'm sorry. She looking good up in this show. You know what? That I see the MCU is honestly embracing her sexiness and stuff. I don't think they're gonna be showing like a bunch of sex scenes and stuff, but they embracing the sexiness that I was hoping for. Slightly. Like they embracing it a bit. You know, they're not hiding stuff. She ain't wearing no ugly dresses that be hiding everything and stuff. Like, you know, she's flexing. She is flexing. Oh, and after this, we're gonna be streaming on my channel, you guys. So we're gonna talk about some topics. We're gonna have a real life topic about some stuff that recently happened. And then we're gonna talk about the rest of the DC stuff. Yeah, she can get it. I don't care, bro. She can be as tall as she want. I'll just tell her, you know, get on your knees and stuff so I can like properly like, you know, hit it, you know, because she is tall. I ain't finna get up on no stool because that's gonna be uncomfortable. You know, I was like, could you please get on your knees, arch your back a little bit, make it easier for me, or we can do it missionary, however she want to do it. But she can't get on top of me because she gonna break me, and I'm finna be in the hospital. Oh, and Daredevil's, you guys, Daredevil's gonna be in the show too. They updated his suit. If I can get you guys a picture of Daredevil's new suit. So they went and inspired this one off of the yellow and red one from the comics. You guys probably seen this suit. I say this MCU version of it looks a lot better than the comic because that comic one is kind of it's kind of ugly. I'm a cute buck. It's kind of ugly. The way they have it look in this show looks a whole lot better. Like the gold, but this so they actually did a gold. This isn't yellow. They did a gold. But I think this looks tight. I prefer all red, but personally, for a modern day version of the yellow and red Daredevil suit, this looks tight. This looks really good. They balance out the colors very well. If you look at the comic version of this suit, the comic version of the suit, I'll be honest, bro, it's kind of ugly. The MCU one, I like it a lot better than the comic one. That comic one kind of ugly. I ain't finna cap. This shit look ugly. But I think it's because of the materials. But yeah, the MCU one, it did it a lot better. There's a better balance of the colors, in my honest opinion. Better balanced colors, better looking material. I just always thought this was a ugly Daredevil suit. Whenever I saw this suit in any Daredevil lore or whatever, it's just so ugly. But in the MCU, it looks good. It looks really good. I can give it props for that. Personally, I would have preferred all red, but this is good. That's not the suit. This is some made up fan shit. But yeah, so this is more the suit. You got more yellow on his arms, yellow around the thighs, not too much, but there's more red that balances that out, and I like that. It's more red to balance it out. on this, that's just too much. Like, it's barely any red. That's too much yellow. That shit ugly. What up, Geek Studios? What up? What up? Green cheeks with them pink. That's the one that went too. The suit looks fire. I can't wait for She-Hulk. Yeah, I'm actually She-Hulk. Look, you guys, you know me. Personally, my interest in the MCU has been dwindling and dying down. I mean, I'm not actively like checking this stuff like I want to, talking about it. You guys noticed it. But She-Hulk, I'm generally excited for. Because She-Hulk herself, I do like her as a character. The show's gonna be a comedy. I totally accept that because in her comics, She-Hulk has been a lot more comedic. I mean, she breaks the fourth wall in her own comics before Deadpool was doing it. So she has a very comedic side to her. I'm totally down for it, you know, and she looked good. I'm down. Let's do it. I'm fucking with it. I just really feel like Hulk isn't going to be all that good. And I feel like we're going to get a Hulk and Abomination rematch, but it's going to be so goofy. It's going to be so goofy. They're going to be playing some goofy music and shit. It's going to be so freaking goofy. I think that they'll say the red suit for Daredevil Born Again show. I think they might keep this one, geeks, because it is Born Again. So I guess this is like an update. But we know in these MCU projects, they keep getting new suits and stuff, and they keep changing it. I don't know how drastic She-Hulk suit is going to change, but I feel like this suit could change, and he could get a new one. So, we're just going to wait and see what happens and stuff. I don't know if they are going to change it back to red, but when they say Born Again, I think they're going to stick with this suit. But if he does get movies and stuff, you know that's just most likely going to change because movies. You gotta sell toys. Every majority of these superhero movies, the suits always change in every single movie. They slightly change or they drastically change each movie. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hawkeye, Black Widow to an extent. Yeah, at most they change her hair and some added like a a utility belt and stuff and the wrist gauntlets or whatever, but not too much. But he might get another suit. I already said where Ashley's at. She is I can't divulge that information at the moment, but she's good. She's chilling. Taking some time to herself. I'm just taking over for today. Just doing a stream. She just wanted to be a stream like, at least once a week on her channel. Brian did some streams earlier. I'm just doing my part and filling in. We're gonna be streaming on my channel after this, but I'm just filling in, helping, keep Ashley in the algorithm, y'all. Bots, oh Lord, thank God took care of it. Them bots are some sons of beaches. But yeah, guys, that is Daredevil. That's Daredevil. I think he looks great. I'm not a huge fan of Daredevil, but it's going to be cool to see him and She-Hulk, make contact, because in the comics, She-Hulk and Daredevil have a relationship of sorts. So, but to end it on this topic of She-Hulk, let's hear Abomination's voice once again. So this is new Abomination's voice, guys. Listen. This is new Abomination's voice. It's gonna blow y'all mind.
Whoa.
Change back now! In there!
Hurry, calm down. She-Hulk,
Calm down.
Change back now! In there!
Hurry, calm down. She-Hulk.
Ugh. Now let's go listen to when his voice was tight.
You don't deserve this power. Now what's your
No! Man, this was such a dope fight. Yeah, I don't know why they changed his voice. They shouldn't have changed it. Should have kept this a lot scarier. I think I know it's a comedy, but I still think you can keep the qualities of a character and still have them work in a comedy setting. But it depends. Like, for example, Batman, right? If you did a comedy show about Batman, literally Harley Quinn does it. Batman is always brooding. He's talking serious in the show, but everyone around him does so much funny shit that it just makes him like crack a joke or just say something real goofy and stuff, you know. But he acts like Batman in the Harley Quinn show. I don't know, man. I think they just made Abomination soft. Dude just soft to me now. But so is Hulk. They made both of them soft. But let's get to this next news about Madam Web. Y'all, Sony just wants to take more and more L's. Let me find an article regarding Madam Web. Okay, so the MC Direct has an article. Yo, what up, movie leaks? We'll be on my channel right after. We're gonna be ending soon, but this is gonna be our last topic. Last topic is Madam Web updates. This is kind of interesting. Kind of. So, Sony reportedly cast new Uncle Ben in upcoming Spider-Man spinoff. Spider-Man may have been absent from Marvel Studios' San Diego Comic-Con panel, but over at its home studio of Sony Pictures, the web-slinger's live-action universe is ever-expanding. Lies. Ever-expanding. Those are lies. In addition to Sony's Venom franchise and Morbius, the studio is also working on Kraven, El Muerto, and Madam Web. Let me show you guys Sony's Kraven the Hunter. Let me show you guys real quick. Let's see what Aaron Taylor Johnson's Kraven Hunter looks like. This fool looks like George of the Jungle, y'all. So this is our Kraven Hunter, George of the Jungle. You know, some good fan fiction of what he wishes he can be. But this is the set photos that leaked from George of the Jungle. Mr. George of the Jungle. Yeah, so this is what we're getting. That's coming very, very soon. Be ready for it. George of the Jungle. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, like George of the motherfucking jungle. Shit crazy. Oh, and El Muerto. Ain't nobody asked no damn El Muerto shit. And Madam Web. Madam Web might be interesting, dude, but mind you, she's a background character. She's only pops up for like pivotal Spider-Verse moments, like within the Spider-Verse. She's not like a character you fully see used. She's not really a character you might even do a story around, because she's just like, she's more of an exposition dump, like, the Spider-Man across the multiverse, we have an issue, blah, 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 blah. You guys do this, blah, 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 blah. That's what she is. She's not like a character if I was a writer, I wouldn't even do a story around her. But, you know, Sony thinks she deserves a movie. Not saying she doesn't. She's pivotal with the Spider-Verse related stuff. But, you know, I don't even think you need to really fashion a whole movie around her. With the latter Spider-Man spinoff generating considerable interest amongst fans. In the comics, the title of Madam Web has belonged to several individuals with clairvoyant and precognitive powers, as well as ties to the web of life and destiny. This multiverse model allows for travel from one universe to another while also serving as a source of spider powers. A source of spider powers. Wow. Given the events of Spider-Man No Way Home and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Madam Web is expected to be pivotal to Sony's multiversal narrative and possibly influential for Marvel Studios' agenda as well. And I think this is the way we're going to get like Sony villains in Marvel movies, MC movies. I hope that's not the case. I don't want for each Spider-Man film, the only way for Tom to fight a villain is through the multiverse. I think that's very cheap. I think he should be getting villains within the universe to fight. I think he will, but I don't know what Sony's end game is. Like, what is their end game at the end of the day? Because you're building up all this stuff, and are they just waiting for the MCU to finish up with Tom Holland so they can use Tom Holland again and slightly reboot him for their universe? Like, I don't even know. Honestly, they can just not recast Tom Holland, but let the MCU have Tom's version of Spider-Man. Give them little stuff to work with. Give them something like a couple villains. Say, here, this is all you get to use. And for for Sony, they have all rights to Spider-Man. They can cast a new Spider-Man for their movies, right? Just do that because you're building a universe without Spider-Man, and it's annoying because you need Spider-Man to do majority of the stuff they're doing. Sony, what are you doing, LOL? Yeah, Sony is off the rails. Sony give us Spider-Man rights. I wish they would, geeks, but then I look at it from a business perspective. If I was Sony, I wouldn't sell these rights. Even if I might be fucking up with them, I'm not selling that shit because it's guaranteed money with Spider-Man. His name is guaranteed money. Guaranteed money. So personally, yes, I want Sony to give it up so the MCU could, just have Marvel can have all their characters back. They can be in one place together as it should be. It's just like with the DC characters, they're all in one spot together. But I understand why Sony doesn't even want to sell it because there's no reason to sell it. And they benefit off the MCU, renting him and doing whatever they need to because they reap all the benefits from it. So MCU gets an L from it because they don't get to use Spider-Man to the fullest capacity like they want to. So, Madam Web cast Spider-Man's new Uncle Ben. Dun 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 dun. In addition to Madam Web's multiversal potential, the upcoming Sony film for its Spider-Man universe has kept fans guessing with its cast and their unconfirmed roles. Madam Web stars Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Emma Roberts, and Adam Scott, who at one point fans speculated was playing a variant of Peter Parker while on-set photos seemed to disprove these theories. It now appears that fans weren't too far off. According to Cosmic Circus, Adam Scott isn't Peter Parker. Instead, he's been cast to play Peter's Uncle Ben Parker. Previously, Uncle Ben has been played on screen by Cliff Robertson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy and Martin Sheen in Amazing Spider-Man. They both did good jobs as Uncle Ben's. I think Cliff Robertson is our best live-action Uncle Ben, but Martin Sheen did a good job. In Spider-Man lore, Ben Parker is essential to Peter Parker's Spider-Man origin story. Not only do the conditions of his uncle's death motivate the hero, but Ben's iconic words of "with great power comes great responsibility" serve as Spidey's moral code. The words from Uncle Ben. Yeah, I know it used to be a narrator in the comics, but those are Uncle Ben's words now. Them is Uncle Ben's words that he utters to Peter. In addition to talk that Adam Scott is playing Ben Parker, it has also been rumored that Emma Roberts is expected to play Peter Parker's mother, Mary Parker. And due to on-set photos that show the actress is playing someone who's pregnant, it's possible that baby Peter Parker is on the way and could make his debut at some point in the film. Uncle Ben, y'all, all right, hear me out. Uncle Ben is clapping Mary Parker cheeks, and they finna reveal that Ben Parker is actually his daddy. And he been cheating on May. Bruh. Shoot. Nah, I'm joking, y'all. They ain't finna do that. That'd be wild if they did that, though. That's some Lifetime movie type of stuff. Come to find out, Uncle Ben is not really his uncle. This is his daddy. And his daddy is supposed to be his daddy. Don't even know what's going on. But it seems like Ben Parker and Mary Parker is going to be the ones they're focusing on in this movie. I honestly figured if you're doing this story, you would use Peter's dad and not his uncle. I mean, yeah, you need Uncle Ben to motivate Peter, but you have Peter's mother, but you have Uncle Ben with him. I don't know how their dynamic is going to work. Maybe he might be cheating on May with Mary and shit. Who knows? Who knows? While introducing yet another Spidey is surprising, given now that Peter Parker's and other spider-powered heroes, there are already a young Ben Parker. They are already a young Ben Parker is an intriguing prospect for web slinging fans. Since audiences had seen the Uncle Ben version of Spider-Man's origin story twice on the big screen, Marvel Studios chose to skip the Ben Parker chapter of Peter's life in the MCU, opting to give the famous "with great power" speech to Aunt May in No Way Home. I wasn't really jiving with that, but it is what it is. While it appears that yet another Ben Parker is... Who wrote this article? Man, got me messing up. So many errors with the grammar and shit. While it appears that yet another Ben Parker... Look, that person wrote Ben Parker is Sony is... I think they meant Ben Parker in Sony is going back to formula. Man, fucking up my reading shit. I knew I wasn't crazy. A young take on the character is actually a fresh, new way to introduce this influential character and tell his story. Bruh, watch him do some Lifetime Movie Network shit with Uncle Ben, bro. He's about to be some, like, deadbeat motherfucker who, you know, he probably a bachelor. He probably wild. You know, he be drinking and shit. You know, going to parties and stuff. Sleeping with multiple women and shit. Taking them home. I don't know, man. I feel like they're gonna do some Lifetime movie shit with Uncle Ben. He gonna be a deadbeat or something. Nah, I don't think they're gonna do him like that. But this is focusing on a young Ben Parker, the guy they casted to play Uncle Ben. I mean, I'm kind of interested. This is kind of interesting to me, unlike Kraven the Hunter, Venom, and Morbius. Like, I'm slightly interested by what they're doing with this story because the second half of it is the most important part. Then we're gonna get to that soon, so let's get to it. After all, Peter Parker as well as Spider-Man wouldn't be who he is without his Uncle Ben. It would be interesting to see him at a different stage in his life, as well as who or what shaped him into the father figure he will become. Despite Sony's disappointing track record with his Spider-Man universe thus far, Madam Web appears to be taking some big swings and has some fascinating plot points in the works. The question is whether the film will elevate these Spider-Man stories that have come before and continue to frustrate the fans. Madam Web is expected to release in theaters on October 6, 2023. All right, so the other news. Oh, what's up, Lewis Berry? Yes, rest in peace, and Hedge. Rest in peace. This is why. So the other news that came out was that there's going to be 3 different Spider-Pete characters in this movie, right? So it'll be 3 female Spider-Man. So I think Spider-Gwen. This is what I heard. This is rumors. So it's the Spider-Gwen, Silk, and another female spider person. And they're going to be working with Madam Web to protect Uncle Ben and keep him from dying or whatever. Somebody's going across the multiverse trying to get rid of Uncle Ben, who's very pivotal to Spider-Man's origin. And I think this is their way to jumpstart the Silk series they want to do. You know, the Silk spinoff and the Spider-Gwen spinoff they're trying to work on and get going. But that sounds kind of interesting. I want to see it. Personally, I need to see a trailer first. I need to know if this is going to be up to quality. But this sounds interesting to an extent. But they need a Spider-Man. Dude, you don't need to recast Tom Holland. You have all the rights, live action rights to Spider-Man. You can have another Spider-Man at the moment. Well, that's unless they did some deal to where they can only use one Spider-Man at a time, and the MCU has it locked on this one, and they want to gas up Tom Holland and prop him up. I don't know what their deal is, but just give us a Spider-Man for your Sony universe, and you don't got to worry about the MCU and stuff, because if they do potentially do another multiverse crossover like Secret Wars, you can bring your Sony Spider-Man into Secret Wars and stuff with the MCU Spider-Man whenever they do Secret Wars. And who knows? Toby and Andrew might return for that. They might just return. And you might see multiple Spider-Man in Avengers Secret Wars. We do not know. But just do two. If people don't understand the difference between the two, that's on them. We're in the multiverse now with this DC and Marvel content and a lot of stuff today. Even Dragon Ball right now has a multiverse related show called Super Dragon Ball Heroes. and it's not canon, but it's about the multiverse of Dragon Ball. So if people cannot get it yet with this multiverse stuff, y'all need to catch up. Like y'all seriously need to catch up. I'm talking about the general audience. They need to catch up because we're in the multiverse now with a lot of this stuff. I mean, Flash been on for like over 7 years, and that show is all about the multiverse. Like, come on, let's get up on this general audience. Y'all need to catch up. Catch up. What Marcus said, Marvel should focus more on Cyclops, Gambit than Wolverine in the MCU. I think they will. I think this time they're going to actually prop up the X-Men and the X-Men movie collectively and not just do Wolverine, which I like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but Hugh Jackman's Wolverine got prioritized over everybody else in those X-Men movies. Check out K-Dot stream after this. Yep. Make sure you guys are there. It's going to be Jessica Drew. I'm calling it. Yo, if they put Jessica Drew in her comic accurate Spider-Woman suit, bruh, that shit gonna look fire. Oh, I hope they put her in her comic accurate Spider-Woman suit. Sony should do Miles Morales. Yeah, they can do Miles. Like, you need a Spider-Man. Like, you need to have a Spider-Man of some sorts. You know, we already seen Andrew and Toby, so they did Peter Parker's already. And the MCU has Tom as Peter. Just do Miles. Like, have a Spider-Man. Because the majority of Miles' villains is Peter villains anyways. So, might as well do Miles. Sony should do Ben Reilly, or you can do Ben Reilly. I mean, it's a different universe. It's a multiverse. They need a Spider-Man. They need Spider-Man. You're trying to build things for Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is not even here to do this stuff with. So yeah, guys, that's all I really got to say about the Madam Web rumors and the update of Madam Web as a film. Like I said, I'm going to look at a trailer. If I don't like it, I'm going to skip it just like Morbius. Yes, I still have not watched Morbius yet, guys, and it's not Morbin time. I have not watched Morbius yet. Not yet. Maybe at some point, but I have no interest to watch that movie. Even for free. I can watch Morbius for free right now, but I don't want to, man. I want to give that shit a chance. I don't even want to give it the time of day. I love the memes about Morbius, but I'm not finna waste time watching it. I didn't waste time in theaters, so I'm not finna waste time watching it for free. That movie is honestly a waste of time. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've seen the part where he bends. He fights his friend in the train when they're both vampires. I saw that dance. Have sex. The have sex dance. Yeah, I don't want to watch that movie. I'm sorry. And I don't care about Morbius anyways. I would be down with seeing Morbius in a Blade the Vampire movie, though. Blade versus Morbius. Morbius bites him and give him those enhanced vampires abilities and stuff and make him stronger. That'd be cool. But we're not getting that, so no. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much the news, Marvel-related stuff. There's more stuff, but I just wanted to get, 2 topics out the way, talk about this stuff. But you guys, in about 30 minutes, we're going to be on my channel. I got to set up and prepare some stuff for my channel, like the tags and stuff, and get it ready. And I added in another topic. So we're going to go ahead and end this stream right here. I thank you all for watching. Thanks for coming around to show Ashley some support and love. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the stream. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what the freaking vibes are. But let's go ahead and close this out and let's split. Hold up. We'll just do this one today. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Deuces.